Hi, it's Debbie. While I was working on my cleaning out the top shelf of my cabinet, of course I got distracted, and this is what I ended up making for my rubber bands. There, keep the rubber bands. And there I use the paper. I printed out paper. This was like an ad for rubber bands from Walmart. I just printed out a copy of it, and then I printed out a banner for it to say rubber bands, so that if it's on a shelf like that, you'll still be able to see it, and you can still see the rubber bands on the side. So I think that works out good, and Wyatt cannot get into that. So there you go. I was going to work on organizing my craft room. I have this listed in here, and it's been here since almost the beginning of the month. So I'm going to tackle my little craft cabinet. Yeah, that would be considered my craft cabinet. So I'm going to do the top shelf right now. So here we go. So this is a kind of a messy shelf, and what happened was I put everything away when we were setting up to show the house or get pictures. So anyway, there's my little towel for wiping my hands. I got that from Kimmy. And then my emergency chocolate jar. This was one of the first things I made with the Mod Podge when I was just getting into crafting. And that was my husband sneezing. And there's my Dove dark chocolate, but that's my emergency chocolate. I keep that up there. And then I have this one. This is my winnings from the casino. When I want to go gamble, I take money out of here. This rubber band. I was going to be making a container for this. Yeah, I never got around to it, but I took all the rubber bands out because Wyatt kept chewing the ones when I kept them. I used to keep the baggie in here, and then I was going to switch to this plastic container, which I think is still up here. I started that a long, long time ago. Yep, there it is. It was from Nestle Quik. I put gesso on it, and you can still kind of see through it. But it gives it something so I could put something on there to cover it. I was going to paint it or cover it, so I'm going to figure out what to do with that, and I'm going to work on that today to put my rubber bands. I don't know where the lid is. This is my Kindle Fire. I'm going to put that in my bedroom in the drawer. This isn't too bad. Now these are where I keep my glasses, different strengths of cheaters that I use. These are letters. Those could go with my letters. That's a thing for cleaning ear pods. I don't know why that's in there, because that ear pod thing is in my other room. So anyway, lotion that used to sit on the desk. And my words. This is a thing. Oh, that's to use the Bluetooth headphones, and I was trying to do that on my computer to see if it worked, and I never got around to doing it. I started and then I put it away. Anyway, there's my stamp. Everything else is okay in here. And there's where I keep those. These are for cleaning the glasses. Those used to stay on my desk, but I'm keeping up here so my desk isn't messy. And then these are all the letters. So I guess I'll leave those other letters in here. I'll just put them on top. I think these spell out happy birthday. They print it out. So I'll just keep them up in there. This one I always have to add water to in my hands. But everything else will be going back up in there. This one's not too bad, but I'm going to take it out and dust it, and then I'll put the things back. And a Hershey's Kiss thing. That will go down here down here where I have my Hershey Kiss wrappers. So anyway, I get to that, and I'll be back when it's all clean and put together. Okay, I added water to these wipes in here. This doesn't stick shut very well, so that's what I'm going to use. I'll take that stuff out and wipe it down. I'll wipe off the top anyway. And then get that out and clean it. I'm also wiping down these, which I have put the things to show what the strength of the glasses are. And each one, hey Wyatt, looking for birdies? There's a lot of bird activity out there. So anyway, see how I got them with the different strengths, and then I just keep them in the back. I usually use my strongest one when I'm diamond painting, especially when I get to doing that part with the tiny drills. I'll definitely need those. But anyway, I'm cleaning these all out, wiping them down and cleaning them out and putting the glasses back in. And this is the towel I'm using for drying. Works out good. I also cleaned all the lenses of my glasses, but I put the little sticker from the glasses on here, and then I cover it with tape because I can't read the writing that's on there. Sometimes they have a writing like in gold. Oh, here, maybe it's on this side. But sometimes I can't read that when I don't have the glasses on, so put that on there. That way I make sure I put them in the right container. Okay, that shelf is all clean, and I'm going to have to find a little packaging box to have my wipes and my glass wiper cloth, because I don't like it just leaning up there, but I just use little packaging. And then I'll put this back over here. This has got my pictures of the kitties and my back things from my back of my cards. And then in here is the dies with all those letters, so that lives in the back there. And I keep them all the alphabet. Those are cat food containers. And I put my emergency chocolate, I like right where I can reach it, and my wipes. There's the air out so they stay wet. And what else? I still have to put my rubber bands. I'm going to probably have them not kept in there because they live down there, but I just don't want Wyatt chewing them. I'll keep my mad money back there for gambling with. Keep it away from my husband because he'll spend it all. And then I put usually this towel hangs down here. I keep it down here, but I'm trying to keep it clutter free, so that's why I've been putting it. So I think I will put it back up in there. That lives there. Usually they just live together. So I prefer not to have things on top of other things. So this way I can still reach my glasses and that. So there we go. That shelf is done. And I'm going to get to working on making this beautiful. And hopefully I can find the lid. Oh, I know where it's at. I had it on my table. Here it is, because I had all this stuff on my craft table before we had to pack everything up. So there is the lid. It's got some dies and some bunnies and ducks in it. Yeah. So I will put them in something else and use the lid. Mystery solved. This fuzzy pin that was in there, it used to live here in the thing, but look who's looking at it. Somebody there likes to chew on it. Yeah, so he can't live on the desk, can he? No, he can't live there. So I have to stash him in here. But anyway, he needs another home. If I had a shelf, I'd put him on because I like to see him. I'd like to see. Oh, what's that? Is that something you like, Wyatt? Yeah, you know, this bag is slightly chewed. You can see the chew marks. Always looking for something to chew on. Yeah, that's our chew baby. Yeah, that's where they're gonna live. I figure that's a good container. Have rubber band. And I was gonna use tissue paper, but I have no tissue paper other than this that I got and the one from my mom. That's all the tissue papers I have right now. So I'm going to see about finding a picture of rubber bands to put on here so that you know what's inside. Hi, it's Debbie. I'm finally going to get to making this rubber band container pretty. I've printed out these cute little rubber bands. I'm going to put that Mod Podge it around the sides of this. Okay, I got one half on. And now it's a little bumpy, but that's okay. And then I'm going to put the other part there and try to line it up so that it looks nice. Wyatt has been helping me, of course, because he was keeping a good eye on the rubber band. Okay, there we go. I have it around there. Probably need to flatten that out a little bit. But I'm going to cover it with the shiny kind. This was the flat kind I just used for putting it underneath. And I'm going to put the shinier kind on the outside. Okay, I have the rubber bands in there, and this is just drying. There you go. Very cool. I like it. Here's where I found the pictures on Walmart. I just screenshotted that picture. Then I saved it. Saved it there in white, and then I went on my paint shop and then I added yellow to the background, but I ended up expanding that and not using any of the backgrounds, so I have those both saved so I can print them out anytime I like. Where they are. There you go. See that? I added the yellow background to that using paint. Okay, here's how I have it opened on paint, the plain white one. So what I do is I go to the paint box here. I pick the, I'm trying to do this looking through the screen of the camera. And then here, just do that and that. And then you want to scroll in to get the little bits so that you don't turn the wrong thing. I'm trying to do this with my mouse, it's hard. Up there. And there. And if you accidentally do something like that and do one you don't want, you just do this undo, and then it takes it away. So anyway, there you go. And there's like a little white spot there, so I'll get that one. But it works very nice to get, you can put any color background you want. If you wanted the blue background, you do it that way. I'm trying to look through my phone. So whenever you want to design something, you could just go in and fix it with whatever colors you like for the background. See, that's messy there, I think, but just undo anything you don't like.